For what? Get out of here.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
It's Yvonne Infinitely. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hi guys, it's your girl Yvonne and I'm back with another video. Yes, that's right, you heard me, another banger. So today, before I get into that, I'm just going to take this time to ask you, how are you? You know, we all know what's been going on around the world. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are, you know, eating good. I hope you guys are sanitizing. I hope you guys are, you know, staying safe, staying clean, you know, quarantining. I hope you guys are good, basically. You know, for those who, you know, are not feeling so good, I hope you get better, you know, and for those who are well, I hope you keep being well. Anyway, today we'll be talking about how to start your own YouTube channel, how to start and grow your YouTube channel. Before we get into that, if you know that you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe right now, because I've got loads and loads of banging content to post on this video. Like, I will be posting loads of videos, reasonable, valuable, banging, funny, interesting videos for the rest of 2020. So go right on and hit that subscribe button. Back to the topic of the day. We'll be talking about how to start and grow your YouTube channel. You know, starting a YouTube channel could be very it could be a dilemma, sort of, because I know I would have loved to start a YouTube channel, you know, a long time ago, but you know, I was busy bagging degrees and, you know, I was in school and I knew, you know, I wouldn't be able to juggle school, learning, and you know, vlogging, going on YouTube, being a YouTuber. So I decided to hold on, and you know, now I'm done. You know, I just figured, you know, this is the time, this is something I've always wanted to do, so you know what, like, just go right ahead and do it. And here I am. So since we're all at home, as I said earlier, we know what's going on, you know, with the COVID-19, the coronavirus, and you know, all its mess. You know, most of us are at home, and you know, I know a couple of us are thinking of what we'll be doing. Like, we're thinking of things to do while to keep ourselves busy, to keep, you know, soul, mind and body together while being, you know, indoors, while being quarantined indoors. And you know, some people are thinking of, you know, podcasts, and you know, we've also got some people thinking of starting up YouTube channels. So I just decided to give some valuable information to you know, my viewers and other people who would be interested in, you know, starting a YouTube channel and also growing their YouTube channel. First off, if you're thinking it is too late, it is not too late, guys. It is not too late. 2020 is not too late. In fact, this is like the moment, this is the time to start. You know, like all these YouTubers, all these old YouTubers, like, you know what I mean? I don't mean they're old, but yeah, you get me. Like, all these people who have been on YouTube for like ages, actually found it really hard. You know, they had to do the whole struggle of, you know, knowing how YouTube works, you know, knowing how to, you know, grow. They had to be the ones to deal with the big blows that came with YouTube in those days, because like YouTube was a whole lot harder in those days. But now these people have paved the way for, you know, new and, you know, small YouTubers like us to, you know, come out and, you know, take the bull by the horn and go right ahead. And I don't know what we're supposed to do with the bull.
Oh, come on.
But like, you get what I mean. Like, they've made it easier for us to hit the nail on the head, you know. Because of these people, we know what is trending. You can now decide to make you know, you can decide to check videos that are trending and do something similar, you know, and you get views, you get subscribers. they have given us ideas of topics, of topics that do very well, of topics that don't do very well. They have made videos teaching us how to go into the YouTube industry, that's what I'm going to call it, and how to live, how to thrive in the YouTube industry. Because even before I started, I did a whole lot of research, and if these people hadn't had their experiences and also shared their experience, I wouldn't be able to learn from their experience. I wouldn't be able to see them, listen to them, watch their videos and learn from their experiences, so that I don't make the mistakes that they made. And I wouldn't be here, basically. I wouldn't be doing this, so these people have made it easier for us. Now we know what to do, we know what not to do, we know the type of content to make or to provide, we know what not to provide, we know the type of content we shouldn't be putting out there. So you know what I mean? I'm saying now is the time. Now is the time. There is no better time. There is no better time than now. Go for it, guys. Go for it. Before you start a YouTube channel, you should ask yourself 3 important questions. At least I did before I started. 1, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to go into YouTube? Are you ready to become a YouTuber? Are you ready to, make videos? Are you mentally ready? Are you physically ready? Are you financially ready? You also ask another question you ask yourself is, can you keep up? Can you keep up? That's a very important question, because it won't make any sense for you to start and then after like 2 days, after like 2 months, you're like, oh my god, I'm tired. I didn't know this was going to be like this. I can't do this, that, blah blah blah. Doesn't make sense. You shouldn't even have bothered in the first place. So you think about it, you just think, can you keep up? Are you in the right position to post probably once a week, twice a week, to carry the audience along? All these are what you should think about if you want to start your YouTube channel and if you want the YouTube channel to thrive. Another question you have to ask yourself, what content do you want to put out? I can't just decide to start a YouTube channel and I don't know, maybe just start twerking or well, people actually could have twerking YouTube channels, yes, but like what I mean. Like I can't just come today, oh, I'm going to twerk today, fine, I'll twerk tomorrow. Oh, you guys should see me eating, and then I'm not even making sense. Like I'm just eating, it's not interesting, I'm not giving you, and then tomorrow I'm like, oh, I'm going swimming, oh, I'm dancing on my bed, and another day, watch me sleep. Like, no, it doesn't make sense. What are you interested in? What are the things you like to put out there? What are the things you like to share with the public? What are the things you can do, or you like, that you can actually put out there and also share with the public? You think about stuff like that, and what value is it going to make? Is it going to make people happy? Is it going to entertain people? Is it going to encourage people? Will people learn from it? Stuff like that. Think about it before going into that. So I did all that and then I went for it. Some people do all this and they still hold back, maybe because they're scared, or they're thinking, what if. Don't think about the what ifs. Do not think about the what ifs. Just go for it. Like, come on, even Nike said it. Just do it. Just do it, guys. Just do it. Like, I'm a perfect example. I'm a very small YouTuber. Like, I started posting. I'm posting consistently like barely 2 weeks ago, and slow and steady wins the race. With each passing day, I'm gaining subscribers, I'm gaining views, people comment on my page, people like, one thing, when people dislike your content, don't be discouraged. Do not be discouraged, because not everybody will like you. Not everybody would like what you put out there. Some people won't even read, and then they just go ahead and dislike. Why? Because they're haters. They're frustrated. So you know what? Just ignore the haters and do your thing. Don't think about all that. Don't think about the likes, the dislikes you're going to get, or the likes you're going to get or not get. Just go right on and do it. Just do it. Now, when you started your YouTube channel, you start posting. Mind you, your first videos, I'm not saying video now, because sometimes you have to try again before you perfect yourself. So your first videos will probably be your worst. If you're lucky, you'll do it and do it perfectly. But most times your first videos will be your worst, and it's okay. It is okay, because that is how popular most of the famous YouTubers we have now, that's how they started. If you go back, if they actually show you their first videos, oh my god, I'm sure your own video will even be 10 times better than theirs. So just go right ahead. Don't even be discouraged. No matter how it is, just put it out there. As long as the content you're putting out there made sense, don't care about how it looks, don't care about the mistakes you made. Just put it out there, and the more you practice, the better you'll become. The more you post, the easier it gets. That's just how it works. So in order to grow your channel after starting it, the first step is to start your channel. The second step is to share your channel. You could share it on social media. A lot of people have bunches of, or probably hundreds of friends. Well, I don't have a lot of friends, but like many people have loads of friends, acquaintances. You could even have neighbors. You might be taking a walk, or that could be somebody you say hi to every day. You could stop by. Oh, hi, I have a YouTube channel. I just started YouTube, and I'd like you to check me out. Watch my videos. I'm sure you'd like it. And then please don't forget to support me. Subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and I really appreciate it. You do this, you go to the store, you talk to your vendor, whoever sells stuff to you, tell the person what you do. Just meet people anyway, acquaintances, even people you don't know. You can make a new friend, and tell the person, okay, this is what I do, this is that. You could check my channel, check it out, and if you're interested, if you like it, subscribe, spread the word, share it on your Instagram. You could put the link there, you could post it on your stories. I post mine on a daily basis. Well, I just started posting, that was like some few days ago. Post every day, and don't be discouraged if nobody, or if very few people subscribe within the first few days. Just keep doing it. In the end, trust me, somebody will be like, or people will be like, what's this girl always posting? What's this girl always disturbing us with? Why do I keep seeing this on my timeline? And let me just check this out. Before you know it, they check, they like it, they subscribe, and they're hooked. So that's how it works. The third thing you have to take note of is be specific. Have a focus. Don't be everywhere. And this doesn't mean you should only have one niche. If you know what you're doing, if you know you can actually keep up, then you can, if you're into, like, okay, I'm into lifestyle, and life and style covers a whole lot of stuff. Beauty, fashion, entertainment is all part of lifestyle. So I do this, but you can't call yourself a food blogger and be talking about travel, be talking about real estate, be talking about stuff that's not related to food. You can't call yourself a beauty blogger and be talking about food. You can't say unless you're a lifestyle blogger. Okay, for example, I'm a lifestyle blogger, and life and style covers a myriad of things. You have life and style involves, like, you have beauty, you have fashion, you have you have travel, you have food. That's all part of lifestyle. So unless you're a lifestyle blogger. But if you're a beauty blogger, stick to videos with the, you know, beauty theme. If you're a food blogger, stick to videos with like food theme, you know. But if you're a lifestyle, then you could go ahead and do, you know, whatever you want to do, you know. As a lifestyle blogger, if you notice in the long run that your beauty videos or your food videos are doing way better than other videos, then you can go and then, you know, cut it down and stick to your food videos. And if you still can keep up, you know, with juggling everything, you know, that lifestyle incorporates, then go ahead and I'm sure you do really well. Another important thing you have to note, another important point you have to note is to engage. Engagement is important. Engagement is very important. Go to other people's videos, go to other people's pages, you know, go to check out other YouTube videos, you know, that are probably like yours, similar to yours, you know, comment, you know, go to people with more, you could go to whether small subscribers or big subscribers, just go comment, add value to their pages. If it's a page that's talking about food, encourage that person, tell the person, oh, your food looks so nice, you know, just write something, put something down. So you can actually say, tell people to subscribe, but don't go saying sub for sub, and don't just come there. If I have a channel and I just see you write sub for sub, I would not, and like, hello, you came to my page and you're telling me sub for sub for what? You didn't comment on my content. You're not encouraging me. Like, who the hell do you think you are? And who the hell do you think I am, more importantly? No way, I won't do that. You know, go there, encourage the person, add value, put something down, like the videos before you decide to, you know, put it out there. Oh, hi, I'm a new YouTuber, you could support me. Fine, then I could actually support you, because I can see you're making an effort to support me. You're not just, you know, you don't just barge into people's pages and just put sub for sub. For what? Get out of here.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying. Get in Igbo. Shut up.
Anyway, guys, you can also get discovered from the YouTube comment algorithm. Like, there's a way YouTube algorithm works. I don't work with them, but yeah, they know what they do. When you're doing all this, don't just spend 5 minutes. I'm not saying you should just go to one person's page or two people's page and just put, oh, hi. No, you need to put in the work. You need to put in the work, man. You need to put in the work, girl. Seriously. You need to, you know, because hard work pays. You don't just sit down lazing about, you know, faffing about how you want to have thousands of subscribers and doing nothing about it. No, you have to put in the work. You got to put in the work, baby. Let your personality be constant. Don't come today and be moody. Don't come tomorrow and be funny. Don't come next tomorrow and be angry. Don't come, you know, 4 days after and be expressionless. Have a personality. Let people know, oh, you know that funny YouTuber, yeah? Or you know that YouTuber that's always serious. Don't confuse people. Do not confuse people. Let them know who you are. Let them know how to describe you. Because at the end of the day, you need to develop, like, you know, there's some YouTubers, yeah, that I watch and they don't even know me. They haven't seen me personally, but like, it's like I know them. It's like we're family. That's the point I'm trying to make. But like, when you're confused, you watch this person today, you watch this person, you're like, you don't even know who this person is. You don't develop that, you know. And the thing is, sometimes some people watch you more than once. By the time they watch you once and they can't get you, they watch you twice, they can't get you, they watch you 3 times, they can't get you, then hell, they leave because, you know, they can't be bothered. Have a personality and stick to it. Another thing, always listen to your audience. Always, you know, listen to the feedback from your audience. Communicate with them, respond to them. I'm still a very small YouTuber, yeah, but I always respond, even if, you know, I become so big, I have massive subscribers, like I will still devote some time to responding to, I know probably not all, but you know, if possible, most of my comments. Always do that, because so many YouTubers have the habit of not responding to their comments. You know, even if they respond probably to like 1, 2, 3, 4 and then they're done. But like when people notice you respond to a lot of your comments, they're encouraged, you know, they would want to relate more, they want to engage more with your page and your content and all that. Keep a long list of video ideas. Don't put yourself in the position where you're like already sitting in front of your camera and you have nothing up here. No, don't do that. Have a list, like a long list of video ideas. And you know, it's always good to even make some videos ahead. So even if you're not feeling fine, or for some reason you don't post when you're supposed to post, you at least have, you know, already pre-recorded and pre-edited content that you can put out there. Again, be consistent. I don't know if I have given this point, I don't know if I have talked about it, because it's been ringing, it's always ringing in my head. Be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. Don't post today and then post again in 3 months and post again in a year and post again. No, be consistent. Know when you know, have it at the back of your mind that you post on so and so days. For instance, I post my videos on Wednesdays and Saturdays. If for some reason I'm not able to, you know, put a video out there on Saturday, then Sunday I do it. You know, I don't wait, you know, for a week or 2 to pass before putting another content out there. And it doesn't have to be long, you know, it could be short, but short and reasonable. You know, let it have quality. Let your content be reasonable. Let people get value from your content. A bonus point, which is actually a point I just remembered, is for you guys to be very descriptive with your videos and use keywords in your videos. You should always use keywords in your videos. Always use keywords in your video titles. Always use keywords in your video descriptions. Even in your channel description, guys. This is one thing I notice many people don't have channel descriptions. You should always describe your channel, you know, with keywords as well. And there's so many keyword search engines. So you have the TubeBuddy, you have vidIQ, but if you don't want something you have to pay for, because let's face it, all fingers are not equal, you could use an app called UTag. So if you want to use UTag to know the tags you could use for your videos, you just need to go to YouTube, you know, check out similar videos with like similar high ranking videos with like loads of views and loads of likes and loads of, you know, all that stuff. Copy the link, copy the URL, go to UTag, post it, and you see all the tags. The only thing UTag doesn't do is to give you statistics for these tags, like tell you the competition rate or, you know, the volume of people checking these tags. But hey, don't get sad, yeah? There's another way to get all that information for free, and that is using Google Analytics. I would have loved to get into that, but like we've spent so much time on this video, so I'm just going to have to stop right here. All that being said, you know, if within the first month, you know, the first 2 months, you're still like in the hundreds or whatnot, don't get discouraged. Do not get discouraged. There are times I have gotten discouraged, I'm not going to lie, you know, but it really doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't pay, you know, because at the end of the day, you are your own competition. Do not compare yourself to anybody. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep giving that reasonable content you're giving. Keep giving people, you know, that value you're giving them. Just don't stop, don't tire in your efforts. Keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing it, and in the end it will pay off. I'm telling you, just keep doing it. And that brings us to the end of the video. If you know you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done that already. Also, if there's anything you'd like me to talk about, or if there's any video you'd like me to do, just let me know in the comments section, and if it's doable, I'll get right to it. Before I leave, I'd like to give a shout out to Rochelle Walker. Rocky, shout out to you. You're a real one. You've been there from day one, and you've been encouraging me. Thank you for the comments, thank you for the likes, thank you for everything. You're a real one. You're a real one. So that brings us to the end of the video, guys. See you in my next video. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.